World War II, 1941 to 1945. The Allies considered the defeat of Germany their ultimate goal. After the United States joined the war, the Allies began to stop the seemingly unstoppable Axis onslaught. Although years of brutal fighting lay ahead, the most aggressive threat to world peace and democracy in the 20th century was halted. Back at home, the war effort stirred patriotism and promoted rapid economic recovery, following more than 10 years of economic depression. As the men went off to war, women and minorities found new opportunities. A vast number of women entered the workplace, in offices, factories, and heavy industry. African Americans, meanwhile, made strides in fighting discrimination. Both groups would continue their efforts toward equality after the war. On June 6, 1944, Allied forces landed on the beaches of Normandy, France. The success of this invasion, known as D-Day, opened an all-important Western front against Nazi Germany. Within a year, the war in Europe would be over. While the war still raged in Europe, American forces in the Pacific followed an island-hopping strategy that brought them closer and closer to Japan. However, it would take more drastic, unprecedented measures to bring the war in the Pacific to an end. A new weapon, developed by American scientists, changed warfare and global politics forever: the atomic bomb. Dropping the bomb on Nagasaki and Hiroshima, which caused tremendous devastation, destruction, and loss of life, led to Japan's surrender and the end of the war.
Upon the formal signing of the surrender terms by Japan.
Perhaps the war's most devastating atrocity was the systematic persecution and killing of millions of people at the hands of Hitler and his Nazi regime. By 1945, about 6 million European Jews and as many as 5 million other undesirables had been executed in what has become known as the Holocaust. After World War II, leaders of the United States, Great Britain, and the Soviet Union met to plan on how to divide post-war Europe. Imperialism soon declined. The war changed how many Americans thought of themselves and gave them an opportunity to take a more active role in the global economy and political affairs. With the memory of World War I still fresh in their minds, Americans faced another global war. What effect do you think American involvement had on the war in Europe and in the Pacific? How do you think the war affected those on the home front?